everybody, this is A&J Repair, and this car here is a 2013 BMW X5 E70 model, and today we're going to be replacing the heater control valve.
It's located right there. Not too bad of a job. It's actually pretty easy, 15 to 30 minutes. We've gone through all the steps of troubleshooting. So the customer was complaining that they had no heat in the vehicle, and the first thing we checked was the coolant level, and the coolant level was fine. We even tried to top it off a little bit just below the maximum line, and there's still not really that much heat coming inside the vehicle. So we narrowed it down to it's either the water pump that's not functioning well, or it's the heater control valve down there. But to do the water pump in this car, it's a lot of labor, so we decided to take the easy one first and replace the heater control valve, and then if that doesn't fix the problem, then we know that it's the water pump. We will cut and then we'll come back once we have the part out. Alright guys, here we got the old part out. It did have a little bit of coolant in it, so we had to plug some of the holes and plug some of the lines to try and keep coolant from coming out. Justin's holding that one right there, full of coolant. But that's the new part right there that we're gonna be installing, putting all the lines back together, bleed the system, and then run it. Hopefully it'll be all good. Alright guys, here's a progress report. We have the new part in. Justin is tightening that line right there. If it focuses up a little bit, there we go. That's the new part. And we did lose a little bit of coolant, but that's fine. We had a tray can underneath to catch a little bit of it, but we're gonna refill and then run through the procedures of bleeding. We got the part installed. A lot of the people that installed this part actually take this tube out right here, but we didn't have to do that. The only thing we just disconnected was this, and then the 3 lines. Of course, you have enough room to do this job without removing anything. And we actually did a pretty good job because we didn't lose a whole lot of coolant. But we're gonna top off, and then we're gonna run through the procedure of bleeding out, and then we'll see if that worked. Okay.
Tell them why you're putting water in there.
So the reason usually wouldn't put water in here if the coolant has already been 50-50 diluted, but this is 100% antifreeze from BMW, and they don't dilute their coolants with water, so what you have to do is pour some in here and then pour some water. But if you're just topping off, that's fine. Just throw the coolant from BMW in here. But if you're gonna put a lot of it, I would dilute it with water.
And how do they know how much water to put in?
So what you could do is this water bottle, fill it halfway up with coolant, and then fill it the other half up with water, and then just shake it around, it dilutes it, put it in here. I just did a little bit of coolant and a little bit of water. I didn't really need to put in a water bottle to dilute it.
Cool.
So we've activated the BMW bleeding procedure. It's bleeding the system out right now, so we don't have to do it manually or by any sketch redneck way. So as soon as we see the level go lower, we're gonna add more. I think it's better if I start diluting it now. Alright guys, so the BMW X5 E70 models, pretty sure this will work for other 3 Series, 4 Series, X3s. So what you have to do is first, the bleeding procedure is to take the coolant cap off, set it to the side, and you're gonna come inside the car. You're gonna put it in the on position. Don't turn it on, just leave it in the on position. Turn on your heat all the way to the max. And then what you're gonna do is with the door closed, you're gonna press on the gas pedal for 10 seconds. And then after 10 seconds, wait until you hear the bleeding procedure happen. Then you can open the door, get out, and actually double check to see if everything's working fine. And in our case, it's working beautifully. It'll circulate like this. It'll bleed, and then stop, and then bleed again, and then stop. You just have to let it do its thing for at least 10 to 15 minutes. Ideally, you would want to plug your battery into a battery charger so it doesn't drain the battery a whole lot, but we don't have that. That's why we need subscribers and likes and you guys to help us out so we can get tools like that so we can work on more advanced things. Thanks for watching.
Alright, yo, this has been. Hold on. Don't stop.
Breathe.
Alright, yo. Alright, y'all, this has been A&J Repair. Thank you for watching.
See you in the next one.